everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Osweiler's Texans. With that, we're off to NRG Stadium in Houston as we say hello to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter John Ryan to kick it away for Seattle. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14. On the return, and the Texans take possession. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Third down, Osweiler. And finding Fedorowicz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it again with Miller. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard. Leopard. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
The timing and the faking on that play was so good, you almost think you're at a magical act, right? The magician has shown you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's created an illusion, and the illusion was they were going to throw the football. Looked like a pass play. Instead, it turned into a draw. Offensive line made able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game, and that's why they picked up big yardage into the secondary. The counterplay is not for everyone, but certain runners love it. They have great vision and love to feel everyone moving in one direction, put their foot in the ground, and cut back the other way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. There we go now. Check. Green, 39. All right, now look at that. Let's go. Switch. Leopard. Here we go. 3-19.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now a handoff to Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That's a good job there to move the chains. The more first downs you pick up, better shape you'll be in as an offense.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, let's go. Green. 39.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So on 4th down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it here. This is Reese. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Third down and 3. They come up in an offset eye. 3rd down. Here's Rawls. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's the fullback, Reese. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Wilson to give to Rawls. And unable. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now it's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Counter play, Rawls. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, just 1 yard to go. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Wilson on second down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Here's Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And that is no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Second down following the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the counter, it's Miller. Stays on his feet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And after that play, we've got a man down, a member of the linebacking corps. And the medical staff will attend to it. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Give him a yard up to the 47. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. They give it to Rawls. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
The reason that counter and misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the pistol, it's Rawls. And I think the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. And now out comes Houston. And they forced that fumble the last time, and when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple things in life that motivate these guys.
A sticker, just a little
That's
gold
it,
sticker.
A little helmet sticker in college.
Yeah, put it on your fridge.
NFL, put a little gold sticker on their scouting sheet. Things like that. They love that stuff.
Makes them feel good. Here's Procise. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And past the 30, down to about the 27. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Deep drop, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere, a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictators just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle it. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past it, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Again, Rawls. He's been busy tonight. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. John Simon in on the stop. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. They're able to locate Wilson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 1st down, this is Rawls. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here comes the Texans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
As a defender, you've seen that play work all game long. What you have to do, though, is stay with your keys and not overrun plays, because once you do that, they send you in one direction and come back in the opposite.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. And the pitch goes to Miller. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, Rawls. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everybody.